Oh, Wilson! Hello! Tea break was good. And we built the Wither Builder. Craft was big. As you can see, we needed to craft a supreme machine frame, which needed nether stars and ether gas and all of that sort of good stuff. So all of the work we did last time has paid off. And now we have the Wither Builder. Yeah! Good this, right? If I put in I put in some soul sand and some of them, and we go up here, woo, you can see, look, it built a wither. Did it for us. And it's forming. I'm just going to stand back because they're getting stronger and stronger, these guys. Oh, still hit me. And now he's dead. Because this guy has got the nether star. Woo. Oh, did you run away again? Oh, he's just scared of those withers. Right. Now what we've got to do is work out how many at a time we can build. And we need to pipe in the materials. Laser IO set up. So wherever you run to, I've got a lot of work to do to get this all fully automated. I'll try and find you when I've done it.
Oh, Wilson! Look at the top of my screen. Withers being produced. And 36 nether stars. Waha! Come check it out. Let me turn it off because it's very noisy. Wither status off. That one will be produced and then we'll die. Mob farms. Here we go. The last one, and it won't produce anymore. And let's just clear this death point. I had a little mishap. I had a little mishap. I ended up in here because of teleportation, and then went straight into that guy and died. But there we go. There's the wither cage, and down here, simple laser IO setup. We have an interface exporting soul sand and wither skulls into a laser IO node. Power is also going through this thing. So this is connected to our core power, wither power. Up here, the redstone doohickey into here, and then in the up we have our energy going in, our redstone going in, and we have wither skulls on black and soul sand on brown. That all goes in here automatically. No upgrades because it happens quick enough. Another laser IO node here on the up, just it's got power going in and it's got an extract, and the skulls go into the system. Couldn't be simpler. Let's turn it back on again. I'm going to turn you on again because, you know, why not? And over we go, and you can see it in action. Withers are very, very strong. There we go, and now another one, and it starts to place. It can't place the last skull because he's in the way, but that's all right. We don't need it to be running that quick. You're on. Awesome! And we can see 40 nether stars. Now we do have, look at the soul sand situation, because this is going to run out fairly quickly. I could just go and mine a load, but there is a way of creating, and I use the word create, there is a way of creating soul sand with this guy, an encased fan in create land, right? So if I look at soul sand in the old JEI, soul sand, and we go to this guy, if I put some sand in front of some soul flame, it turns into soul sand. So I can get infinite soul sand because we are creating, and up, we are creating sand here somewhere, right? So we're getting sand. In our system, we have 830,000 sand. So we can create infinite amount of soul sand, which means we can run that farm nearly all the time. I mean, how many wither skulls have we got? We've got 77,000 wither skulls, so if I could turn that into 77,000 nether stars, I think we'll be all right, don't you? I'm going to get this set up in Create Land. Oh, hello. You got here quick. Right. We are going to set up a soul sand factory. We've done it. We have, Wilson, we have soul sand production. Currently on, the wither is off, and you can see soul sand is going up. 676, 677. Do you want to come and see it? It's cool. Let's go to Create Land. Whoop. Let me turn it off. Of these control screens. Here we go. Oh, hello you. Well, you're going to die on me. Let's get my sword in my hand. And... right. Here we can see, very simple process of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fans blowing soul fire. And you can see it actually only needed 5, but I put an extra one in just in case. I'm doing 1 at a time because that's when it only needs 5. If I had 64 there, it would take a lot longer. Simple setup, brass funnels that I say I only want 1 item out at a time. Connected to a locked drawer with 32 sand in. And when it's on, it all goes in front of here. The fans are blowing this out and it ends up in here. Well, it doesn't really, but we'll see. Look. Right, turn it back on. You can see along it goes and it changes just at this point. And it's going into this chest and eventually Laser IO takes it back into the system. I'm not sure if this is the most efficient way to set up your gearboxes. But down here, whoop, we are taking the power from our windmill across to a gearbox, across to a clutch, so I can turn it on and off. And this is also, I'll show you this in a minute. And it goes up and into another gearbox to move the conveyor belt this way. Gearbox up across to move the conveyor belt this way. The fans are directional. So if this was going the other way, it would be sucking. But it's not. It's going this way to blow. And you can tell that by the particles, which way they're going. And it all works lovely. The Laser IO setup is rather simple. This guy is extracting sand on yellow, and you can see that here, and it's not filtered or anything, because at this end the insert is filtered. So up here somewhere, there we go, found it. This guy on the up is inserting, and it's counting, only inserting 32 at a time on yellow. And it needs a high redstone signal, right? These guys are so annoying. So it needs a high redstone signal, and that's what this is doing. So at the moment, the farm is on, because this is off and the clutch is off. And this is getting a high signal, so it is importing sand here. So we will always have 32 in the drawer. Okay? Always have 32, 31, 32, 31, 32. Turn the farm off. Whoop. We'll still have 32 in there, but it's not trying to extract more now. And it wouldn't do anyway because I've turned it off. So it's not actually pulling sand out the system at all. Clutch is on, so it's all off. The farm's off. And the export is happening just from here on the up. We're just exporting, extracting on white, and it's inserting into the system. Got it? Simple, really, isn't it? Now we have soul sand for days. We have wither skeleton skulls for days. So we can create thousands and thousands of nether stars. And I guess you're wondering why we need millions of nether stars. Well, they're used for all sorts of things. So if we have a look, right, if I go into star here and then I press U, you can see they're made to craft all sorts of things. They're also used, I think it will show me here, they're used for armor enchantments and all sorts of stuff, right? But The main reason why I want lots of them is because we're going to get into the mycelial generators and the mycelial reactor, right? So, see all of these guys up here? I need to build, oh, I made you. Don't need you there anymore, do I? So let's get rid of you, let's get rid of you. We've got to make all of these reactors, generators, and then we can make this reactor, and this reactor will generate gajillions of RF per tick. But each of these generators require things, and these are the things they require. Huh? Organized, right? So one of them is the nether star generator, and it requires nether stars. Okay? But all of these, so we're good for metallurgic because it requires liquid meat and metal ingots, right? We've got all of that stuff. We're good for rockets, really. I just need to work out how to make paper. We'll be good for crime because we just need to work out how to make some nether stuff. I'm going to use nether wart for that. So we're okay for most of these things now. I've got to sort out some sort of looping device for enchanted stuff. Water bottles, no problemo. And the rest, really, is all easy. Apart from the dragon's breath. Yes, that's going to be my challenge. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create all of these generators, and we're going to use the compact machine mod, right? So I can create I can create one of these doohickeys, and I can create this doohickey, right? And we can make in one block, it'll just be a block here, we can put all of these guys inside it, and it will output the RF for me. Clever. So, to-do list. We want to make, that's an 11 by 11 by 11. That's a 30. We want to make this guy, I think. We need to make him. We need to make the personal shrinking device. We also need to get our network in there so we can access our stuff. And then we can build all of this stuff. Right? Let's crack on then, hadn't I? Well, Wilson, we're progressing well. We have our wonderful compact machine and our network is in here. Huh? Gonna come in here? No, probably not. So our network's in here, and we've made all of these. Yes. However, I have overlooked one thing. Where on earth am I going to store all of the energy that's produced? So we need to get into more mechanism stuff, which is these induction ports and induction stuff. So this is like a big battery that can hold bajillions of power. But in order to make these, we need lithium dust. In order to make lithium dust, we have to put lithium in a chemical crystallizer. In order to make lithium, we need a thermal evaporation multi-block. That makes liquid lithium in this thing, right? And now I need brine, which is also made in one of these things. So I need 2 of these thermal evaporation chambers. I need a rotary condensator, a chemical crystallizer to make the lithium dust, to make the... You know the routine. So let's get on and make these things. Lithium production, check. Look at this. This is so cool. Right, we have the evaporation stuff sorted. So this evaporation controller, evaporation thing, I'm using the advanced ones because it works better. This one is taking in water and is producing brine. Simple, right? These multi-block structures. It's a crafting recipe. And then you can go up levels. I've done 4 levels up, and I've done that for both. Then a little bit of laser IO to take the brine out and put it into this one, because this one is producing lithium. Liquid lithium at that, right? Same thing, same multi-block, but this has brine going in, and out comes lithium. Now lithium, liquid lithium, is going into my rotary condenser and producing lithium gas. So this is out, and this is lithium gas going into this gas tank. Keep it up. Lithium gas coming out of this guy, doesn't look like it is, and into a chemical crystallizer that is producing lithium dust. And lithium dust is going into this drawer, and when this fills up, so I can have 2,000 lithium dust, it will all start to back up. So when that gets to 2,000, this will then fill up to 64, which will then fill this up to 8 million whatevers, which will then fill this up, which will then fill this up,
and this up so it stops producing. This has got an external storage bus underneath, so I can see the lithium in my system. Huh? And it's all chunk loaded, so when we go back here, we can still see the lithium coming in. Oh, you're upstairs. Whoop. Ah, see? Lithium. Right. Next on the list is to produce all of these induction block things. So we can get rid of you, and you, and you. And now we can start to produce all the induction casings. Mega battery time! Ah, Wilson, we are in the process of making our big battery. I wanted to make the biggest possible, 16 by 16 by 16. But let's say I needed... let's say we needed 512 of these, which is the ultimate induction cell, which can hold a lot of power. I'd need nearly 1 million gold and nearly 1 million iron, and yeah, we don't have that much. I mean, we have 72,000, but not 720,000. So we're going to make it a bit smaller, but we can make it bigger and bigger and bigger over time. So I've already made induction. I've already made the casings and the ports. I'm going to see how many of these two I can make. This one, the induction provider, allows it to kind of output the forge energy, and the more of these you have, the faster it can output energy. And these are the storage cells, so the more you have of these, the more it can store. Okay, got it? So I'm going to see how many of these I can make, and then we can see how big we can get. 10 is 17,000. Do that then. This is going to take a while. Many hours later, and it has genuinely been many hours later, and we have burnt through rather a lot of iron, but we're still adding more. We have 10 ultimate induction cells. This means we can hold 16 trillion FE, I think. We have 7 ultimate induction providers, so that means we can transfer 52 million FE times 7 per tick. We have 10 ports, so we can have 5 in and 5 out, or 2 in and 5, 6, 7, 8 out. And we have a whole load of induction casings. Should we go build it? Yeah? Go on then. Right. Whoop, whoop. Now, I've set up an area. I'm organised. And we have already got cables in from our nuclear reactor, and this is going to be from our mycelial reactor. So we've already got power ready to come in. And this is what it's going to look like. So this is all going to be casings. So the plan is I should be able to use my exchanging gadget. And let's plop a casing down. In fact, let's just plop it there, look, right? Now, if I shift right click on you, whoop, and we want to increase, increase the range. There we go. Form. Yes! 16 trillion FE. Now we need to change these to be inputs, I think. That's output, that's input. So they are inputs. Boom. And now we're starting to store. Ha ha ha! We have the big battery! Yes! Finally! So this can hold 16 trillion FE. We are currently holding 751 million, and it's not even on the graph here, look. That's ridiculous. It's inputting at 54,000 FE per tick, right? Because that's what's coming out of the reactor, and we are pushing out 30 or 40,000 FE a tick at the moment, because these guys are doing stuff, right? So our core network is kind of just kicking out the screens, so that's about 2,000. Our machines are running at about 30,000. So we've got our mining operation is kicking at 50,000 FE a tick. And then our machines are also doing some stuff. So we actually are working. We're net gain. We're gaining. We're working. It's good, isn't it? Oof. Now we've got somewhere to store all of that mycelial reactor stuff. But I think I'm going to have to do that next time. I'm so tired. This took so long to craft. Millions of iron and steel. I'm actually set up a steel production line now, so we can produce steel. So because we use it a lot, and I mean a lot, right? So I'm going to do that next time. We're going to get on with the mycelial reactor stuff and making all the things we need to make for that to work. All right, I'm going to go have a lie down. I will catch you when I get up. See you later.